Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, so were you scratching your head when you heard Mr. McCabe on television talking about, yeah, we were all together, we were sitting there talking about who's in, who's out, who could possibly get rid of the president with the 25th Amendment? These were people at the DOJ and the FBI. The 25th Amendment does not provide for them to be the pickers on who goes.
You know, nor does the Constitution provide for them to be setting the national security or foreign policy of the United States, but yet that seems to be what they think they were doing. I mean, you have Andrew McCabe now admitting that he launched a counterintelligence investigation of the president because he didn't like the president's statements on foreign policy. I tell you what it really sounds like to me, Steve. It sounds like to me the FBI didn't want any oversight. The FBI didn't want to be held accountable. And when the president and others tried to do so, they retaliated against him. So I want to know. I want to hear from the FBI. I want to know who launched this counterintelligence investigation. I want to know why. I want to know who oversaw it. I want to know who was involved with it. And I want to know now.
Sure, absolutely. We all do. Now, it sounds like the Mueller probe, according to some news reports, could be drawing to a conclusion in the next week or two. Are you confident that the Inspector General at the Department of Justice, Michael Horowitz, Mr. Huber, who's been called in to take a look at the DOJ and the FBI, will be able to figure out who the bad actors were during this time?
Well, I hope that the Inspector General's investigation will go on. But look, there's a role here for Congress to exercise oversight. That these agencies, the FBI, needs to be held accountable. I don't want to go back to the day, Steve, when the FBI was collecting information on political leaders, the J. Edgar Hoover days, where they tried to influence the outcome of policy in this country.
Right.
I mean, that's not democracy. So we need to have oversight here. That's why I've demanded answers from the FBI, and I'm willing to take whatever steps are necessary to get those answers.
Right. And before you go, I know you are there in the Judiciary Committee. Have you heard whether or not the Mueller probe is wrapping up?
I have not heard directly. I look forward to it wrapping up. It should have been wrapped up a long time ago. The special counsel needs to bring his evidence forward, if he has any, and let's get on with it. The American people deserve to have this thing wrapped up and over with.
All right. I think a lot of people feel exactly the same way. From the great state of Missouri, Josh Hawley, thank you very much, Senator.